This is DeskNest, and here is a quick overview of DeskNest and how it works. So to keep it short, DeskNest is a simple Windows organization program. It allows you to stick apps, files and folders inside of the application itself and then organize them into groups. So you can see here we have games, we've got our DeskNest group, and then we've got pictures. Inside of the games group, we've obviously got some games currently loaded in there, just to give you kind of an example of how the app works. And this is currently version 2 that I am working on. It is not released, but this is a little overview of version 2 and where the app is currently going. I do have kind of a roadmap for the future design of this app and where I want to go with it. But right now, this is version 2, and here's a quick introduction to how the app works. So you've obviously got your groups. You can select different groups, and you can obviously put whatever you want inside of these groups just by dragging it from your file explorer, from your desktop, from literally anywhere. And this app will also allow you to take items such as these and drag them out of the app. Or you can drag these items into, let's say, games. Now click the games group and they've been added into there. And it does all of this while keeping your original files where they belong. So let's say we click on a file and then we go to this little find button here, which will find the file in the Explorer. It will find that file and it will show you exactly where it is. So it not only organizes your files for you, but it avoids creating duplicates of files. And let's say, for example, you want to, I don't know, save some assets or something, you might use later if you're like a video editor. Then this will allow you to keep those things inside of the app, but without having to duplicate them, and you have them inside of a little group where they're just easily accessible and you know that they're there. And obviously, if you couldn't tell, these buttons down here do precisely what they say. This one will add items, so it will take you into here to add your items. The next button will, of course, delete an item, so you press that, press yes. And the create portal, now this is a new feature, entirely new to version 2.0, and I think it's probably one of the most useful features. It basically creates a fourth dimension within the app. So you press create portal, and you can create a portal to any which one of your folders. Let's say we change this to pictures, it will automatically update this for us. If we don't like this name, let's say we just want to go pics. You know what, we'll just do pics. I typed it in wrong. And then create portal, and it will now create that portal. Select that portal, double click, and it will take you directly through to your pictures group. Now, of course, if you think that DeskNest is getting a bit too full and you can barely find things, then we've added a little search function up here that will help you to immediately find things. So I'm going to search for one of my games, Arena, and immediately it pops up there, and as soon as we click on the item, it will then take us to that item and highlight it for us in the group that the item is in. And of course, you've probably noticed there's a few extra buttons up the top here. We've obviously got our group selector, so this will take us through to our different groups. And we've got these two buttons which do some certain things. They just allow you to basically make the app look the way that you want it to look. So this one is the size selector. You can do small, medium or large. So we've got small, medium and large. And then on the right, you can obviously tell that this is a way of changing the way that things are laid out. So we've got list view right now. Let's change over to card view. This just gives us cards in a list. And obviously, you can make them as big or as small as you want based on our sizing options here. And then we've obviously got the grid view, which is, I would say, my personal favorite, because it lays everything out for you in just this nice stack of cards. And obviously, if you couldn't tell, I wanted to put the main focus on these two things here, your group selector and your view selector. So we've sort of blended the size selector into the app a little bit, so you'll barely see it, but you'll know it's there. And let's go over the things you've probably noticed on the left here. We've got group colors. So if you just right click a group, you can set any color you want from this range of colors here. You can go with a regular default, or you can go anywhere from basically red to yellow. So pretty much the whole rainbow. Let's change out the blue, changes that color for us. And if you really want to, this gives us a little overview of the little group actions we've got down here as well. Obviously we've got add a group, rename a group, delete a group, and then we've got this, which allows us to select a group icon. As you can see by the little tip, change group icon. So if we select this, it will then take me through to my pictures and will now allow me to select an icon for my group. And another small little feature that I've now just added to version 2.0, the ability to reorder groups within the list. So just grab your group, drag it down, put it to where you want to place it, and it will place that there for you. And some last nice little things that we've got tucked away is in the settings here. So we've got show file extension names. If you activate this, it will then activate your file extension names, and that's a toggle you can turn on or off anytime. If you want to have it there, you don't want to have it there, it's completely up to you. And of course, we've got keyboard shortcuts which pertain to pretty much everything you can do within the app, such as adding groups, deleting groups, renaming groups, adding items, deleting items, finding items, and creating portals. So we'll just run over the keyboard shortcuts here. So first we've got this groups section, create a new group, rename a group, delete a group. Items, we've got add item, delete item, create portal, drag selection, and then open an explorer. So pretty much all the basic functions you will need for the app. And of course I've tried to make these keyboard shortcuts very user friendly. So for a new group we've got Control N, for a rename group we've got Control R, for delete group Control Delete, and then for items you've got add item, which is Control O for open. For delete, we've just got simply delete. And then for creating a portal, we've got Control P for portal. And then of course, open an explorer, we've got Control F for find. I think this just makes these pretty much easily rememberable. You're never going to forget them once you know what they are. Oh, and of course, one little thing I forgot to mention while I was busy yapping. If you double click an app that you've got inside of DeskNest, it will literally open that app for you. And that's pretty much a quick overview of DeskNest 2.0. If you wish to download this app, we've got two versions available. We've got the light version, which is entirely free. And then we've got the pro version, which obviously will include the entire feature set. Currently, the light version has some limitations to it. You can't edit your group images, you can't set group colors, and you are limited to a max of 3 groups. And when it comes to changing your view, you're also limited to list view only. But that's all the stuff that's from version 1.5. From version 2.0, at the moment, only version 2.0 will be for pro users. And currently, the pro version of DeskNest will only cost you $6.99, one-time payment, no subscriptions. So if I were you, I'd get it while you can.